everyone. So we finished our graphic organizer and I have all my 4 compositions ready to go. So now that I have them all ready to go, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some colors so I have a real idea of what I want my artwork to look in the end. And I love it because it's so unique. It's just unique to me, to my experience as an artist, and to what I want to do. And after that, I'm going to be using my cardboard to cut my pieces and then to make sure that everything is ready to go. So welcome back to Art with Mr. Pineda. Let's continue diving in this process, and I hope you have a good time while doing it. Okay, so it's time to pick which one is our favorite composition out of the 4 ideas that we came up with. So I am thinking that my favorite one, it's probably the one where the moon looks like a ladder and the birds in front of it and the fire's coming from the back. That was my way of combining all of those elements. So yeah, you choose yours and then make sure to sketch it on a different piece of paper so we can start thinking also about color and how it could look. Right, so I have finished my sketch and I think it looks really, really good. And now I'm just gonna quickly add some color to it. Each of the colors, it's gonna mean something. So since the moon represents respect, I thought of using some light cold colors to have this idea of low energy. I think that being respectful means exactly that. Not to be too loud, not to be too demanding, not to be perhaps overbearing. I think respect means calm, good listener, and I want to express that. And I didn't go for the original or regular wood for the ladder because I thought that this color will give me a totally different meaning. As for the fire, I use traditional bright colors, yellow and red, and even a little bit of orange because I don't want to take away the fact that fire is what brings it all together. It's power that melts everything into one single thing, because in my artwork, in my art piece, that means togetherness. So fire brings us together. And then as for the bird, I decided to go with gray, which I think is a fantastic neutral dull color. And in the case of my piece, the bird stands for peaceful. So I think that finding that perfect balance of, both equal forces make everything be peaceful. So that's what I want to represent with the gray. And as the music, as for the music notes, they represent loving in my art piece. So I want to add colors that have to do with growth and nature and respect, but also with energetic, because I feel like in my family we share that positive energy, and I want to come through and when I'm coloring these music notes. So now I'll start to getting pieces drawn in my board. So the first thing I'm going to do for this project, I'm just going to use the sides of my presentation board. So I'm going to make sure that I cut them through, make sure they have the right surface underneath. So that preserves the integrity of the sharpness of your cardboard cutter, which is safe. If it's sharp, it's safe, believe it or not, because that means that it won't tangle in any part of the cardboard or in the process of cutting. It will just be nice and smooth. Now it's time to use as much as we can of the space. We're going to draw every single part of our composition individually so we can then build it all together. So use the space to the best of your ability. Try to make every piece as big as possible, but always making sure that it has the size that you envision for the composition. So here I am. I'm just going to draw all my pieces and then I'll start cutting. All right, so this part of the project, all we want to do is just make sure everything is cut properly, making sure that every piece is cut individually, and just cut each and every one of them before we move on to the last phase, or one of the last phases, because we still need to paint it and put it together. So time to cut. we are. I'm about to finish cutting. This is my last piece, and voila, it's all done. And now I'm just going to put it together so you have an idea of how it's going to be intended, or my piece is intended to come together. So you can see those are parts of the inside of the flame and the fire. So that's going to be aligned like that. And then I'm going to add the other elements so you can see what is that I have in mind. So my moon and every single piece is going to come together. And yeah, I'm almost ready to start painting. So yay, it's time for you to also get to work, and I will see you in the next part.
All right, welcome back. So I'm done. I cut all my pieces. I have them all ready here on display, and I'm ready to move on to the next part. I hope this was informative. I hope you have fun doing this. I love creating artwork that speaks to my experience as a human being and who I am in terms of how I feel, how I see the world, and hopefully this guides you through that process as well. So I'm gonna save my pieces for next time. I'm gonna put them all here, all ready and set, because next time I see you, we'll be putting it all together. We're gonna glue it together. We're gonna be using hot glue, and we're gonna start our painting process. So I hope you had fun today. I hope you were safe today. And yeah, preserve your pieces, put them in a safe space until next time. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next Art with Mr. Pineda. Goodbye.